Hello. It says I'm live. Hi. How's it going? Let me know as usual. If you can hear me, you can see me, all the things. I'll wait a few minutes for people to hop on. Hi. Happy Monday. Is it Monday? Oh my gosh, it's Monday. Happy Monday. So last night, was it last night we streamed? No, it was yesterday morning. But yesterday we streamed. I was reading this book and also working on my book, draft 3 of Ben. And I didn't quite finish. I have like 50 pages left, and I was working on chapter 3. I, last night after the stream, meant to finish reading this book and finish writing chapter 3. But I didn't because I don't know why, but I got such a headache. It started slow and then it came on really strong, and I ended up just going to bed. I feel like I was in bed at like 9:30. I just couldn't do anything. I worked on the book a little bit while I was in bed, like just on my phone and my Google Docs. I did like a couple little things, but couldn't manage. So I wanted to be done chapter 3 and the book. I'm not. So today I'm going to be working on finishing this, which I will finish during the sprints, and chapter 3, which don't know if I'll finish it during the sprints, but we'll see. So I did work on it a little bit today. James is here. Hello. Happy Monday. I have worked on it today a little bit earlier, and I got a little bit further. I'm almost done the first scene of chapter 3. And I'm feeling pretty good about it. Let me just put this banner up. I'm feeling good about it. This chapter, I don't know if I mentioned it on here, but like this chapter is a big chapter. It's like over 10,000 words. But it's a chapter that I don't really anticipate. Like I don't have planned like major, like big scale changes for this chapter. It's mostly smaller scale things, and meaning like dialogue tweaks and tweaking things for like continuity and just like technically more line level-y things, but also dialogue stuff. Especially dialogue is that's the main change in this draft for this scene. So I'm hoping it won't take me too long to get through, but we'll see. It's slow, but it's steady. It's feeling pretty good. So yeah, that's what I'm working on today. I'm doing some reading sprints and some writing. I think I'm going to do the same thing today. Just kind of power through. I want to get 4 25-minute sprints done. We might do 3 depending, but we're aiming for 4. So all that being said, I think we need to get into the first sprint, because I was reading just before I got on this stream, and it's like there's so much that's gonna happen right here, and I need to know how it all goes down. So I'm gonna do my first sprint as my first sprint will be reading, and then I'll get into some Ben writing in the other sprint, the next sprint. Bree, hello. Hi. And Vanessa's here. Hello. Yeah, let me know what you guys are working on. Oh, my eye, so itchy. One sec. Oh. Let me know what you guys are working on, and then we'll kind of just like get right into a stream. I have a little bit of a headache today. I like feel it. Like I feel it wanting to like come on, so I've just been trying to drink a bunch of water and just trying to, fight off this headache before it gets too strong. Yesterday was just, ooh, it was not a good time yesterday. Okay, let me get my stuff set up here. Okay, 25 minutes on the timer. Bree, I'll be reading The Two Towers until my book club meeting at 7. Ooh, I like it. That's cool. And James continuing the horror novella today. Nice. I like it. Well, let's get into some sprints. I'm really liking these 25-minute sprints, like just really getting into the 25-minute sprints and then just having kind of like a 5-minute break in between. I'm liking it. It's good. I'm liking the flow of that. So let's do that. Let me share my screen and we will get started on the first sprint. Okay. Whoop. Okay. Are we in? Yeah. All right. Let me change this banner. So yeah, I will see you guys in 25 minutes. Good luck. Okay. How did everybody do? 25 minutes. I am so close to the end. I am 20 pages from the end of the book. And it's great. I'm liking it a lot. How did you guys do? Ooh, let me take this banner off. My head is starting to hurt. I think I jinxed myself. Yeah, I'm starting to get a bit of a headache. Hello from upstate New York. Hello. I'm trying to outline my first book. Ooh, exciting. I love that. That's so cool. How's it going? Tell me more. James, 159 words. Not bad. How far are you into your novella? Remind me. That's good. I think I had how many pages left? 40? I have about 20. So yeah, I read about 20-ish pages. Not bad. One more sprint will definitely finish that up. But I think for our next sprint, I'm going to do some Ben writing. I'm a little bit worried because the last time, I don't know why, but there was some technical difficulties, and I think it was my Chrome froze when I was using Google Docs and streaming at the same time. I think my laptop was struggling. I'm a little worried about doing that now, but gotta get some writing done. So that's what we're working on. Got a little into Two Towers, and I drove to my meeting, so I'll probably pop off because I believe they're here to open the doors. Okay, well, thank you for being. Have a good time at your book club meeting thingamabob. I love that. I'm excited for you. Feel better. I've had a headache every day for. They suck. They do suck, and mine have been it's mainly left side, but then also around my eyes, which is really annoying. There was a while where I was not getting headaches, and it was lovely. I was like, is this how people live? But now I've been getting headaches a little more often lately, which is not fun. Chapter 3 is at 4K words now, about 2/3 of the way. Nice. Chapter 3. It's a good chapter to be at. 4K words is a reasonable chapter length. Let's see if I can get my chapter 3 down to a reasonable length. So one of my goals for this draft is to get it to 100K or less. And technically, so my final word count for draft 2 was, my eyes are so itchy. My final word count for draft 2 was 107 and something thousand. So technically, I need to get rid of I need to cut down at least 7,000, 7,500 words, which feels doable. Definitely, as I've been going through this developmental edit, I've also been, line editing, and I've been taking out sentences and just filler words and stuff, just as I see them. I'm not focusing and specifically looking for them, but as I'm reading through, if I see something that's not necessary or just some filler words, I've been taking those out, and it's definitely been helping to lower the word count. I think I'm at, what am I at? So yeah, right now I'm at 106,589 words. So I've gotten rid of probably roughly 1,000 words so far in draft 3. I know that I have, I think it's chapter 5 or a bit of chapter 4 and chapter 5. I technically am going to be writing new scenes. However, they're going to pretty much replace the current scenes. So I don't know what that's going to do as far as word count, but I feel pretty confident that I can cut 7,500 words, because there definitely are many instances, many scenes and chapters where I feel like I've overwritten things that I don't need to. There's scenes, I don't know. I don't want to cut them yet. I want my CPs to read this draft. I am gonna change a few scenes, so I'm technically cutting scenes, but I'm adding them back in. But there are a couple scenes that like I know I feel aren't necessary. They're definitely just scenes that I like that I just like and I think are kind of cute or kind of fun or whatever. So there might be like entire scenes that I'll be cutting out, which would obviously help me cut the word count down. But I don't want to get rid of them just yet. If if enough of my CPs agree that I should get rid of the scenes, then I'll like seriously consider it. I'm open to it. I'm open to doing whatever is necessary to like make the story as good as it can be. I'm open to it. There are certain things that that I feel like I won't budge on necessarily, but I'm open to like most things. I'll do what I got to do, but I hope I don't have to cut those scenes. We'll see. We will see. I have a lot of scene ideas and how to keep the story progressing, but keep procrastinating applying the scenes to the beat sheet. Fair. Fair. Are you doing like, what is it? Save the Cat Writes a Novel? Is that the one? Are you following that beat sheet? I'm not super familiar with it. I have the book technically on my shelf. I haven't read it yet, but yeah, is that what you're doing? I definitely haven't done any sort of like beat sheet thing. Um, but I do have like I have an outline. I have like a scene by scene, chapter by chapter outline, and I have a timeline and like brainstorm notes and all the notes and stuff. I have a lot of that stuff, but not an actual like beat sheet that I've filled out or anything like that. Autumn, hello. Michael's here. Hello. Okay. I'm thinking I should get to work on some revising. Yeah. Okay, let me set this up. And then we'll get into our next 25-minute. I'm really liking the I've said this already, but I'm really liking the quick sprints, like the sprint and then like a 5-minute break and then a 25-minute sprint. It feels good. I'm liking this. I'm going to incorporate it into my daily routine. Okay, let me share my screen. Oh, my head. Share. Sit up. Yeah, okay. All right, 25 minutes. Let's do it. Okay. How did everybody do? Oh, my head. Head is starting to bother me for sure. Um, Trying to save the cat to make sure I have a good structure to keep readers' interest. Really wanting to make videos too. Like YouTube videos? Do it! Oh my gosh, do it. Start a channel immediately. Do it. James, 204 words. Nice. Becca just popped in on the last 7 minutes, but managed to write 100 words or so. Good for you. You're killing it. Happy to have you here. I I finished the first scene of chapter 3. So that's all done. I got partway into the second scene and it's going well. This is like pretty solid, like solid in the sense that I don't think it's really going to be changing and it's not like it's pretty clean as far as the writing goes. So I'm just fixing the only thing is so something that I'm definitely gonna need help with is formatting. I have a general sense of, the way dialogue should be formatted and, when there should be, uh, you know, breaks and like when you should go to the next paragraph and whatnot. Like, I have a general sense of that, but I feel like that's like a big thing that I'm gonna need help with is getting all of that right consistently. I think when I've like noticed it as I've been going through so far in this draft, I've fixed some things, but then there's also like certain instances where I'm like, should this be a new line? I'm doubting myself with like certain formatting things. Um, and I'm sure there's a lot of dialogue formatting that I'm missing. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of inconsistency when it comes to that. So that's definitely something that I'm gonna need help with when the time comes. Definitely do it. Oh my gosh, do it. If you have Instagram, message me on Instagram and we can talk more about it. I'm all for authors starting their YouTube channels. Join the AuthorTube community, please. We want you here. And it's just so fun. Like it's been so first of all, I've met such lovely people who are like people that I look up to, but then also just like really good friends of mine. Like there are people that I met through YouTube that are some of my closest friends today. So it's excellent, and it's so good to have people because I don't really have people in my real life that um, do the writing thing, like that are writers. So a lot of people, although I have a lot of very supportive and wonderful, lovely people in my life, they don't quite get it, like the writing thing. They don't quite get it. So it's that's the best part about joining the AuthorTube community has just been like finding people who get it and that who like care in the same way and um, that like I can grow with. Like a lot of the people that are my friends are like people who kind of joined around the same time as I did. So it just feels like I don't know. It feels like high school in the sense that like you become good friends with like people in your year, and then you just kind of keep growing through the years. I don't know. It's just a lovely feeling. I love it. So I always encourage people who are thinking about wanting to join AuthorTube. I encourage you to do it. Adding in a scene from the first book to my second because the timeline is interconnected. Ooh, I like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's just a good time here, okay? It's just a good time. Oh, my head is killing me. What is going on? At first, I'm like, why? And I'm one of those. I have a lot of one of my one of my biggest anxieties. I have a lot of like health and like illness anxiety. So whenever there's like something wrong, I'm always my anxiety peaks a bit, and it's like, am I dehydrated? Am I? Did I not sleep enough? Did I not eat enough? Is it a tumor? Is it like So a little bit of that going on. Um, but I think I'm okay. I need community. Yes, I'm such a homebody. Yes, nothing wrong with that. I love being a homebody. I wish I could be more of a homebody. I wish I didn't have to go have to go to work. I like going to work, but like I wish I didn't have to go to work to be able to live and pay my rent so I can stay home. Um, but yeah, as for my writing troubles, I always seem to write in multiple. Mm, um, I still do that, and like in certain instances, I have found it was more so in my zero draft. But yeah, I I did that. I do that quite a bit. I go between like past tense and like present tense often, but it won't be like for large chunks. It'll be like a couple lines here and there where it's like, oh, this is in present tense. Not quite. Close, but not quite. My brother was thinking about starting an AuthorTube channel. It would be his voiceover on videos of our cat. I love that. He wants to call it Writing Advice from My Cat. Can this happen, please? Please encourage this to happen. And then link me. Link me to his channel because I need that. I need this in my life. That's a great idea. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. It's not a tumor. Yeah. I'm sure it's not. Um, but that's where my brain goes. It always just that's where it goes, for most things. And I have like chronic pains and like, certain things. Even then, I'm still like, even though like I've been dealing with the same sort of pains and whatever for a while, I'm still like maybe now it's something or like, whatever. Like yeah, a lot of illness and like health anxiety. That's my main. I have like generalized anxiety disorder, but I have like I specialize in health and illness anxiety. So, um, but yeah, anyway, let's not dwell too long on that before my brain starts spiraling. Let's do another sprint, and then we can come back and talk about how more people should join AuthorTube. Let me set up the timer. I think I'm gonna do. Should this be the last sprint? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm feeling a bit rough, but let's just do this sprint and then we'll see how we feel after that one. I'm gonna do some reading. I'm gonna finally finish the book, and then, and then we can pick what my next book will be. Technically, I have books that I should finish, but I want to pick like a new, just like a brand new book. So we'll use my TBR jar, and we'll pick a new book. I'll pick it with you guys. So we'll do that after. Oh, let me share my screen. Yeah, we'll do that after this sprint. I'm very excited. Share screen. For a second, I thought I did the wrong one. Woo, we're good. Okay, 25 minutes, and I will see you guys on the other side. Good luck. Okay. Another 25-minute sprint done. How did everybody do? Oh, I see Desiree came in. Hi. Cooking ground beef for tacos. I love tacos. Tacos are amazing. But yeah, how did everybody do? I put the book away. Here it is. I finished reading my book. Loved it. In case you don't know, I'm a big Stephen King fan. He's my favorite author. I love everything he writes. There are a few books where I've been like, nah, but everything. I just did a count, and this is book 31 that I've read of his. I have read 31 Stephen King books so far. I think I own like 58 or 48, something like that. So I still have quite a ways to go before I finish reading all of his books, but I have officially read 31 Stephen King books, and I love it. I'm excited to get to the end, like finish reading all the books that he's written so far, and then like start over and read them again. I kind of want to do a reread of It. It's a very special book to me. I kind of want to do that. And maybe I'll do like you know what I don't do? I don't really do reading vlogs. I technically have one reading vlog filmed that I've never posted. It was for like one of my favorite books of all time, The Outsiders. A part of me wants to finish editing that and then just post it, even though it's literally from, I want to say it's either 2020 or 2021. Maybe I'll do that. I don't know. I haven't decided, but maybe I'll do some reading vlogs once in a while. I'm not very good at like reviewing books, or like I don't like rating books. But I'd love to do like, reading vlogs where I just kind of react and like talk about stuff. I don't know. I haven't decided, but I definitely want to do a reread of It. James, 162 words. Nice. I keep getting distracted. Fair. That's okay. Sometimes it's hard to focus. What is distracting you? What's going on? I've only read one Stephen King book, Misery. I liked Misery. My student recommended another book of his I should read. Which one? There's so many good ones, and I feel like Stephen King is a little bit polarizing, maybe, and like some people like either you really like Stephen King or you don't like Stephen King. I really like Stephen King, and I like his writing style. I feel like a lot of people might not like his writing style, but I'm a big fan. I should do a reading vlog of Stephen King books. I kind of want to. So I have a video filmed that's going to be coming out, I don't know, in the next couple weeks. That's book related. I do mainly writing vlogs on here, obviously. I don't do a lot of reading vlogs or like necessarily book related vlogs. But this one that's coming out is I'm like going through my books. So there's that one. I did want to do a video like going over my Stephen King collection and just going through everything and then like giving like recommendations for like books to read and stuff. So I want to do that, but it'd be kind of cool to do like maybe a series of videos where I read his books. I don't know. Would people be interested in that? I haven't really done a lot of like reading stuff on here, so I don't know if people want that. But I'm open to it. I'm definitely open to it. So I think it's a good idea. Life is distracting me, but I'm pushing through. Truer words have never been spoken. Yes, life is distracting. Definitely. I feel you. The book, If It Bleeds. I don't like creepy or scary, so that's why I don't read his books much. Fair. Fair. He does write you know, not so scary and not so creepy books. So I'm gonna go like through my books and stuff and see um, if there are some that I can recommend that aren't necessarily creepy or scary. I find that like here's the thing. There are certain of his like there are a few of his books that like scared me. Like I know like I remember like reading it and like being creeped out, like being like like feeling it. But like for the most part, like it's not like scary, scary. I don't think. Maybe I'm just like desensitized to his writing now. Definitely creepy though. There are a lot of like creepy books, but he does also have ones that are kind of more like sci-fi-ish and some that are just like more mystery and not so much like creepy scary. So I'll take a look at my stuff. Actually that reminds me, I don't have I don't have If It Bleeds, so that's one that I need to add to my collection. Um, which I will do next year because I'm currently this year I'm on a physical book buying ban, so can't buy any physical books this year. That's okay. Okay, I have here my TBR jar. I actually recently, because I was filming that video where I went through all my books and my bookshelf stuff, I recently updated this. I started this TBR jar back in 2018 when um, I had like fewer physical, like like a smaller physical library. And so I had in here, I had written down the titles of all of the books that I owned that I still had to read, and I would just shake it up and like pick one out, and that's how I would pick what book to read because I'm pretty indecisive unless I'm like in a specific mood for a specific book or excited for a certain book. I'm just kind of like I can read whatever. So having the TBR jar helped me to choose, and I would just pick one out, and that's the book I would read. Unless it was one where I was like, I'm not ready for like to read this book. Then I would pick another one. But that's how I'm gonna pick my next book. Very exciting. So, but yeah, it's like so much for like before it was like just down here, and then I updated it with all the books I've purchased since 2018, and now it's like full. It doesn't even mix. But I'm gonna pick. Oh God, hang on. Just kidding. Okay, I'm gonna pick one. I don't want to make a mess. I'm gonna grab one from somewhere in the middle. I'm a little nervous. Why am I nervous? It might be a Stephen King book. If it is, I'm not mad. Okay, this is the one, not this one. Okay, let's see if I'm in the mood for this one. What do we got? Oh, this is a poetry book. That won't count. That doesn't count. No. Poetry books don't count. I'm putting this one aside. I'm going to do another one. Okay. Making a mess. This is way too full. This is my TBR jar. These are books I have not, that I own that I have not read yet. I need to, most of my library is books I haven't read. I need to get a move on. Okay. I'm ready. It's gonna be another poetry book. Sleeping Beauties. That's Stephen King. Hang on. Let me go get it. Yeah, hang on. Oh, wow. No, it's gonna mess up my whole shelf. Oh. Uh-oh. Scared. Oh, she's chunky. Okay. This is my next read. Oh my god. This might take me a while to get through. Okay. But it's Stephen King. But it's also Owen King, which I believe is his son. So I guess they wrote it together. Is that his son? Hang on. Am I crazy? Am I just making stuff up? Do they just have the last name, like the same last name, and I'm just. Where does it say? It's got to be his son. Let me confirm. I don't want to spread misinformation. Gotta love Google. The way you can just get answers to your questions immediately. Is Owen King related to Stephen King? He is. Okay. Cute. Adorable. So I guess, yeah, they wrote this novel together, and I'm about to dive in. Let's see what it's about. In a future so real and near it might be now, something happens when women go to sleep. I'm scared. As somebody with sleep issues, this is already scary. They become shrouded in a cocoon-like gauze. If they are awakened, if the gauze wrapping their bodies is disturbed or violated, the women become feral and spectacularly violent. What? And while they sleep, they go to another place, a better place, where harmony prevails and conflict is rare. One woman, the mysterious Eve Black, is immune to the blessing or curse of the sleeping disease. Is Eve a medical anomaly to be studied, or is she a demon who must be slain? Abandoned, left to their increasingly primal urges, the men divide into warring factions, some wanting to kill Eve, some to save her. Others exploit the chaos to wreak their own vengeance on new enemies. All turn to violence in a suddenly all-male world, set in a small Appalachian town whose primary employer is a woman's prison. Sleeping Beauties is a wildly provocative, gloriously dramatic father-son collaboration that feels particularly urgent and relevant today. I'm into it. How many pages? This is going to take me forever, isn't it? Oh my gosh. It was like, and it was also like the biggest book on my shelf, and it was like holding up my my flower, like my little flower pot. It's gonna mess up I might have to like just put it back exactly where it is after I read it instead of moving it to my already read shelf. But let's see. Woo! Hang on. It's author's note. It's like 700 pages. We should take bets on how long this will take me to read. But I haven't read like a hardcover in so long. I haven't like held one. This takes me back. Whoa. It's like a list of like characters and stuff. Ooh. I'm excited. I am excited to read this. Okay. It's heavy. I will start this tomorrow. I think it's getting a little late. I think I'm gonna go see my parents shortly. So I might have to, I don't know, do we do one more sprint? I don't know. Who decide what book to read. Yeah, it's definitely the easiest for me um, to pick that way. Otherwise, I don't know. I need something else to make a decision for me because I would just be there all day trying to decide. I don't buy any books without reading them, so I don't have that problem. Nice. Okay. Uh, just because like I want like a story, like a fiction like story book. I read like reading a poetry book does count like as a book that I've read for the year, but I read those kind of in a different just like in a different way. It's more of like once in a while, like I'll pick it up and just like read a couple poems and stuff. But I wanted more of like a story book. I had no idea Stephen King's son is also a writer. I mean, I'm sure he's learned from the best. So if I feel like if I had seen like my parents, like like my dad or whatever, like writing all the time, like I probably would have like fallen in love with writing as well. My mom was always the sort of the creative one for sure. How long do you usually take to read a book? It depends. I feel like I'm a pretty slow reader, but it's mainly because I don't like consistently make time to read. So like books will take me long, but I feel like if I were to read for like a solid chunk of time every day, it wouldn't take me very long. So when I'm like more in the practice of like reading consistently or daily or like whatever, I don't know. It depends on the size of the book, but I can. There was a while where I was reading a bunch of Stephen King books. I was reading like a book a week. That's when I was in my prime. That was a good time. I read I read so many Stephen King books just like back to back every week. I was doing like weekly. I would say probably a week if it's like like a 300-ish page book and I'm reading consistently. I could probably read in like a week. Um, but there are books like this one that I started technically May of 2022. So this is taking me over a year. But that's because I didn't touch it for like 6 months or like, at a time. So, but I want to have this book read. I don't know. What's the going rate? What are people, how quickly are people reading 700-page books? I'd love to have this read by the end of the month. Let's say that. I'm unemployed. I can make time to read. End of June. That's my goal. We'll see. Yay, I made it to a live stream. Yay. I'm kind of wrapping up this live stream, but there will be another one on Wednesday. So, and then likely Friday. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely streaming fairly often for the next couple weeks. So hopefully you can make it to another one. I typically prefer hardcovers personally. Interesting. I like the look of hardcovers. But I love me a paperback. I love me just like a soft book that I can like, just shove. I like shoving my books, I like holding it and like folding it. Yeah. You should try some Stephen Graham Jones books. Very interesting horror stories from an indigenous author. Ooh, you have some short ones too. Nice. Let me write that down. Wonderful. Thank you. Yeah, I get that. I'm a slow reader as well, so it always depends. If I give myself time, I can get the book down in a few days or 2 weeks. Yeah. Yeah. There's yeah, if the book is like short enough, like I read The Outsiders like over like in a day, like over the course of a few hours in a day. But typically takes me a little while. So we are opposites. I especially love like a good like weathered paperback. Like most of my Stephen King books, like my Stephen King collection, are books that I bought from the thrift store. Like specifically Stephen King books, like used Stephen King. There's something about like the energy of them. Like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what it is, but there's something I just love. Like a used, like well-worn, weathered, like Stephen King book. Most of my ones that I still have yet to read are like new ones that I bought. But there are a couple that I bought recently. Like anytime if I can find a Stephen King book in the thrift store that I need, I would rather buy it from the thrift store. Like I want it to be like I want like creases in the spine. Like I want like part of the cover missing. I want like frayed edges. I want it all. I just love when it's like I can like you can see how like well read it is, like how well used it is. My first copy of The Outsiders and the Count of Monte Cristo are used and abused. I love it. I just love it. There's something about, don't get me wrong, I love like a nice crisp, pristine, brand new book. I love that too. But there's like a magic in like used books. So I enjoy those very, very much. I love original covers of books, not new editions or movie. I can't stand movie covers, like movie cover editions. I don't love them. I don't. I also just I don't. I do like when they do like special editions or like cool different versions of it. I do enjoy that, but I like original covers too. I just like books. Okay, I just like books. I think we're gonna it's been about 2 hours. I think we're gonna call it. I'm feeling a bit tired, a little sweaty. I got a little bit of a headache going. But I feel pretty good. I feel, I finished reading my book, which was my main goal. It was my main goal yesterday, but that's okay. We did it today. We're checking that off the list. And I got a little bit more of chapter 3 done, so I feel good about that. I'm gonna continue. I also got to do a lot of video editing, but I'm gonna do a little bit more writing later on. I will definitely, absolutely have. I shouldn't say this, but I will. I will have chapter 3 done by the next live stream. So it'll be done, okay? We're not even going to be talking about chapter 3 in the next live stream because it's going to be done. It's going to be so done. So that is my goal for the next, let me set a goal for myself. Yeah, to be done chapter 3 by our next live stream. And then I'm going to say to be at least 30 pages into the new book by Wednesday. At least 30 pages and to be done chapter 3. Those are the goals I'm setting for myself for next stream. I've heard ice cubes on the roof of your mouth help headaches. Ooh, I will try it. I love ice cubes. So I'm into it. I'll try it. Thank you. Okay, well, yeah, thank you. This is like cutting off my forehead. It's fine. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Thank you for witnessing my my new book pull from my TBR jar. It's so exciting. It's like I love getting to the end of a book just to be able to do that. So yeah, we'll probably do another stream likely on Wednesday and Friday and / or Friday. Yeah. Thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one. I'll probably have a video go up at some point. Thursday, maybe? This week at some point. So stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys.